Hey, what is up guys? I'm KBHD here, and I wasn't originally going to make a video about this. In fact, I'm working on some other things at the moment, but I asked on Twitter if you guys cared about this, and a lot of you guys said yes. A lot of you guys were interested in this particular thing because of what I tweeted about, so I'm going to talk about it. Motorola/Google revealed something today that they've been working on, Project Ara, which is yet another concept for a modular smartphone. Sounds familiar, right? We've seen this before. If you remember the Phonebloks explain video I did not too long ago. If you didn't get to catch that, that will be the first link right below that like button. But the thing is, Phonebloks didn't come from a large manufacturer. Phonebloks did not come from a big company looking to actually change the game. It came from a smaller YouTube video maker who was just looking to spread the idea about something he believed in. Today, Motorola revealed that they've been working on this Ara concept for a modular smartphone for more than a year now. So Phonebloks came out of the blue 2 months ago, and Project Ara has apparently been worked on for more than a year now. So we're supposed to believe that these two had absolutely nothing to do with each other until recently when they got together and said, all right, let's do this. Let's make this a thing. We have the same idea. Let's just collaborate and make this happen. And so now there's a Motorola blog post about it. There's an updated Phonebloks website, and there's a new Phonebloks video on YouTube. All those links are below that actually have some updated visuals. Now, it is entirely possible that Google and Motorola and Dave from Phonebloks have been working together for way longer than they tell us. And it is possible that the Phonebloks concept was a guerrilla marketing campaign or an experiment from Motorola to see if people were actually interested in this. And now that it's gone super viral, they're publicizing their plans to make it real. It's all possible, but I'm just going to go with what they're saying. I'm going to believe for a second that everything that they're telling us is true and that everything that they're coming out with is indeed a genuinely new idea that they're actually collaborating on. I will believe for a minute that this is an amazing coincidence that is just now gaining a full head of steam on the day that the Phonebloks thunderclap was scheduled to happen. But now I'm interested. I am much more interested than I was before. See, when I first did that Phonebloks explain video, I talked about how that idea was essentially pretty unrealistic. It seemed unfeasible, unreasonable, the whole concept. It had very few technical details at all involved in that video. It was mostly a marketing campaign, and a lot of people agreed that it didn't seem very likely to happen at all. But how is Ara different from Phonebloks? Well, on the surface, it's not. It's the same concept. It's a slightly better looking design, obviously, a little bit more convincing that you would carry a phone that looks like that, but the idea is the same. The biggest change here, and the reason why it's making headlines again, is the fact that Motorola and Google are now behind this. So I'm thinking this is lining up to be either a huge success or a huge failure. This has been, according to the blog post, under wraps and being worked on by Google and Motorola for over a year now, which means if Google's engineering power and their finances are actually putting effort into this and research and development into making an idea like this actually happen, then they have plans to change the game. It sounds like they really want this to be a huge success, and I definitely know what I hope that it turns out to be. If this turns out to be a huge success, it's going to be because Google and Motorola actually care about fundamentally changing the way we see and use our smartphones. And that's huge. That's disruptive, that's bold, and that's also dangerous and very risky, but it's awesome. But at the same time, if this fails, it's because Google and Motorola tried to suddenly fundamentally change the way we think about smartphones, and the world wasn't ready, and it was technically infeasible, and it just didn't come together in time, and it was very risky and dangerous, and that's why it would end up not working. So for this, I think we should consider other products like Google Glass and smartwatches, and even the original first iPhone, where they're the first to their form factor. They're the first to do what they do. And it might not seem like modular smartphones are an entirely new form factor, but they definitely are, and they are something that's never been done before. And something that's never been done before always starts off in a very expensive and very controversial way. So I say let's give it a chance. Let's see how serious they are, and who knows, maybe with all the engineering genius and funding from Google, maybe something like this will actually become a reality. And even if this does fail, it's nice to see someone legitimately trying to innovate and change the game rather than just playing it too safe. And who knows, it might pave the way for other manufacturers to continue to try to change the game in this way and do unique modular things like this. And I was also thinking in a couple of years, it might be kind of funny to see a commercial for like the ultimate Phonebloks experience where they fuse all the Phonebloks together and make it nice and small and compact. Seems like we'd be going forwards and then backwards there, but whatever, who knows? So what do you think? Is it possible to own the same smartphone fundamentally for like a couple of years, maybe more than the usual 2 years, even if you are replacing a whole bunch of the parts? Are you in? Are you into this idea? I want to believe, like I want to be convinced, but they have a lot of convincing to do. Either way, thanks for watching this quick video. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I will talk to you guys in that comment section, and of course, in the very next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.